Video killed the radio star. I'm reading this story. It's a draft. I want to make sure it sounds. I want to see how it sounds. It's called A Visit to the Bone Depository. The Bone Collector looks exactly as you'd want him to. Half-moon spectacles, vanilla confection complexion, body built so slender that he's half a skeleton himself. His shirt, jacket, and pants are all dirty white tweed. He grips you by the wrist, not gently, and leads you through cobwebs fluttering under wan yellow light. Here, even clever kids ought to start at the beginning. He drops your hand and wipes his own clean against his clammy white cheek. Then he hunches over, elbows jutting out like grasshopper legs, and slides one of many sagging cardboard boxes down from its place among one of many grim gray shelves. He balances the box delicately at his knees and blows the dust off its top with a thin, whistling breath. Now he disarranges the folded cardboard lid and beckons you to look close. The box is empty of everything but dust. My first bone was a deer skull, too dirty to take inside, so I wrapped it lovingly in an old blanket and left it to rot behind the barn. Poor deer's eye sockets were so packed full of dirt that, if I had stuck a few seeds in them, I might have learned for a fact whether a rose's beauty is really in the eye of the beholder. The Bone Collector laughs like a tittering bird. He takes care to shut the empty box tight and puts it back in exactly its place. You work up your nerve and finally take from your pocket what you came to show him. He lets you press your gifts into the palm of his hand, and then he squints and holds them up to the bulb of a dangling overhead light. Why, my sweet, these aren't bones at all, but songbirds' feathers. Still, they're lovely things. And if the bird's not dead yet, I'm sure she will be soon. There are so many cats nowadays. You follow the collector down the hall to where the storage shelves give way to filing cabinets. He opens up a drawer, and his slender fingers play piano across the rows of manila envelopes. Then he tugs one free, undoes its twist metal tie, and slips your feathers inside. As he returns the envelope, the Bone Collector pauses and runs his thin tongue quick over his lips. Me, oh my, you've reminded me of something. But time's come for you to go. Your mother will be calling you for dinner any minute now. You let the Bone Collector know, and his face flashes violent. His teeth are yellow, and his eyes glisten like river rocks. Nevertheless, he leads you slowly back to the steel vault door and offers to prepare you a gift bag. Oh no, it won't keep you long. I'll have it done quick as a jumping jackrabbit. He produces a small leather sack from somewhere inside his jacket and dances nimbly between the rows of boxes, picking out squirrel tibias and fox spines, snapping up snake skulls and chicken ribs. Each of these he drops, rat-a-tat-tat, into his sack, until it makes a noise like a baby's rattle when he shakes it. You take the little bag and you tie it with a string around your neck. When you start to thank him, the Bone Collector waves you silent and smiles. No need for all that. It's only a loan, really. All the bones come back to me in time. The door creaks open and you give a little bow, and then you slink out and go tripping down the forest trail. Everything smells alive under the slumped pine tree shadows. You hear your mother's voice in the distance, growing less patient by the minute, and you start running. The bag rattles against your clavicle, but the thin string holds firm and does not snap. Now that's what it's like when you meet a Bone Collector, I think.